Welcome to Eye on KELOLAND Rewind. I'm Maddie Paul. We have a lot of stories to get to today, but first, it's one of the fastest growing sports, attracting people of all ages to the courts. Summer Roddershot takes a look at how pickleball is benefiting from a brand new facility. Across Sioux Falls, people are falling in love with pickleball.
I just think there isn't really like a sport community besides pickleball. Like, it's just everyone is just as competitive and wants to win, but everyone just wants to continue to see you grow and get better. And I've been involved in athletics my whole life, and I've never seen something quite like that.
And pickleball players are flocking to the jar.
I've been here about 10 times. I was really excited when it opened, and I'm a pickleball player, so I was here as soon as it opened.
The 8-court dedicated pickleball facility has been open for around 2 months now, attracting people from around the city.
I think it's just stirred a bunch of interest. You know, people want to know what's going on. They want to know how to play. They, want to get connected and do something new and interesting.
Everyone just keeps inviting their friends and bringing more family and stuff like that. So I feel like now it's just picked up, and it'll only continue to boost as time goes on.
If you're living in KELOLAND, you know that there are a few benefits to having indoor pickleball courts.
There's tennis facilities that people kind of made into pickleball, but there wasn't a place that was dedicated to the sport specifically, or at least with this many courts.
We don't have to worry about the wind, the sun, the rain, or whatever.
Larry Plucker is the president of the Sioux Falls Area Pickleball Club. The new facility is going to open a lot of doors for the 700 members.
Our plans for here is to have monthly specific tournaments at a smaller level, geared towards, say, it might be beginner players, it might be gender specific, it might be mixed leagues, whatever, but every month we're going to have something different.
Plucker isn't the only one that has more plans for the jar above daily rallies.
Because the facility is so large, we have the potential to bring in lots of different options, like tournaments from the tri-state area, bringing in different groups of people, different professionals to come in here to play.
We'll have office parties, birthday parties. My mom's talking about a graduation party in here. Like, there's just so much opportunity with how big of a building this is.
But no matter what the occasion, the pickleball community is just excited to welcome people in the doors.
It's a connector of people. My community is so much bigger and wider and deeper now than it ever was because of pickleball.
You can play against someone that's 12 or 80, and the 12-year-olds can kick my butt, and so can the 80-year-old. Like, it's just for everyone.
If you're scared to try pickleball, don't be scared. Come do it. It's a great activity for all ages.
And that was Summer Roddershot reporting. One thing I love about that story is you could still hear everyone playing in the background. You could hear that pow, pow, with the pickleball hitting the racket. I don't know, that was just really pleasing for me to hear. I hope you all enjoyed that story as well. And for more information on the jar and its membership opportunities, we posted a link under this story on KELOLAND.com. You can follow this QR code that we're posting on your screen right now. If you scan it with your phone or your iPad or any mobile device, it will take you to our KELOLAND.com homepage. The QR code is coming back up right now, and if you scan it, it will take you to our KELOLAND.com homepage where you can find these stories and more for Eye on KELOLAND. Now, up next, across the world, soccer is most commonly known for being played outdoors. However, in the colder states like South Dakota, these athletes move inside to keep the game going. Tyler Lauder attended the Black Hills Rapids recent indoor soccer tournament and shows it to us.
To continue player development, escaping the elements and adapting can help players continue their progress.
It's vital for an area that has a lot of snow, that is cold, and we can't get out for 3-4 months out the year. In terms of our player development, a lot more touches on the ball, a lot more individual player actions, a lot more actions than they get on outdoors instead of sitting inside for 4 months not playing anything.
These continued competitions and trainings help teams stay connected throughout the year.
The chemistry, getting back with the team is always really good. And then being quick on your feet and quick touches. And with the smaller ball, it always helps you out to always have nice and quick touches that are close to you and whatnot.
It's fun to play inside because you're not standing in the cold in the middle of winter. There's also no offside, so you can go as far towards the goal without having to worry about the defenders. Especially for me, because I get to hang out with all my teammates. It's really fun.
With the increased pace of the game, it also creates a lot of one-on-one situations.
Take players on, break them down, and also how to defend because of how unforgiving the game is. You know, bad touches, mistakes, there's high consequences indoors. So again, I think the biggest benefit of playing this is the multiple interactions with the ball that you would normally not get on a bigger field.
Compared to the outdoor game where you might see 1 or 2 goals a game, indoor soccer matches can produce 5 or more goals per team.
Indoor soccer, it's real quick paced, super fast, and you always got to be easy on your touches, and honestly, you can rip shots from anywhere. Other than that, you know, just get real chemistry with your team.
With how fast-paced and quick the games are, people in the community get to enjoy watching games all day long at these tournaments.
Even if you have no idea what this sport is, it's just really fun to see how quick pace it is, how excited the athletes are, and how many opportunities you can count to see how many they actually finalize when they do it.
What I've learned about our community and the neighboring communities is they appreciate how much more touches the players are getting, how faster the game is, how more high scoring it is, and it's exciting.
Whether you call it indoor soccer or futsal, the game is the same as the one being played outdoors, just on a smaller field with a faster pace.
And that was Tyler Lauder reporting. Does anybody actually call soccer futsal? I'd be interested in learning if any of you out there do, because I feel like this was one of the first times I've heard it for here in South Dakota. If that's really what people call it, I don't know. That's really cool. So let me know if you call it that. And that was, of course, Tyler Lauder reporting. And he also included for this story that cities across KELOLAND host these indoor tournaments starting in December every year and then continuing through March. So you can have that fun indoor opportunity and experience for futsal or soccer. Now, still to come on Eye on KELOLAND Rewind, we talk to the family who owns the shop and hear how Flyboy Donuts has gotten to where it is today. Learn more when we come back after the break. It's gonna get sweet, be tasty. You're watching Eye on KELOLAND Rewind. And welcome back to Eye on KELOLAND Rewind. From plain to glazed to frosted, many people have a go-to donut. The sweet treat is at the center of a family-owned business in southeastern KELOLAND. Kelly Vogt looks at how the donut shop got its start and where it is today.
Evan Scharberg studies business economics at South Dakota State University, but you can also find him working behind the counter of Flyboy Donuts in Brookings.
It's been great. I mean, so many faces that I see around campus are coming in here, and it's nice to see people from the Brookings community.
This donut shop along 6th Street in Brookings opened in December, making it the newest Flyboy location.
A lot of people like apple fritters. They're always good, and they're huge, so one of our biggest sellers for sure.
Scharberg's uncle, Ben Dinwald, is the owner of Flyboy Donuts.
We're trying to be that, small town bakery that you might have grown up with. So we are really trying to fit that need. And donuts are very much a fabric of America, I believe, because it's nostalgic as well as current.
Dinwald purchased the business from the original owner in 2014.
And it started in tea, actually. The previous owner bought a shop in tea and called it Flyboy Donuts. And then he decided to move into Sioux Falls, knowing that's where the majority of his clientele was.
When Dinwald took over, there was one Flyboy at 57th and Western. He would later use a food trailer to find out where the next Flyboy should set up shop in Sioux Falls.
So we had a food trailer, and we realized that the east side probably needs a Flyboy. So our second location actually was in 2018 in May, and that's at the 10th and Bonson location.
Over the years, more Flyboy Donuts shops would pop up in Sioux Falls. General Manager Corinne Mashinovich has been with the business for about 6 years and has seen a lot of growth in her time.
It's exciting to see how fast it grows and to be a part of it all.
From a classic glazed donut to a Long John topped with candy, there's a variety of treats for customers to choose from in the cases.
The strawberry shortcake one is amazing, and then also they have a blueberry one that's really, really good.
Today, there are now 6 Flyboy locations, 5 in Sioux Falls and the new one in Brookings. Preparing freshly made donuts comes with its challenges.
The hardest is the time of day. Obviously, the majority of the work happens in the middle of the night. So you rely on workers, and you have to delegate responsibility, and you know, basically every single responsibility in this company I have started, and then I have trained, and then that has been retrained. So it's a culture that you have to create, and that's the hardest part, is creating a culture that thinks like you.
Dinwald says his upbringing has played a big role in his career today. He grew up on a farm near Hoven and learned a lot about risk-taking and growth.
That is the reason for the need for ownership, that I knew eventually I would own something, and if it not be related to the farm yet, at least something, and this is a fun topic to sell.
Dinwald's nephew also wants to be a business owner someday.
Kind of takes me under his wing and teaches me some things that, you know, I maybe wouldn't get from college.
And working in the donut business is helping him learn the recipe for success.
Oh, makes me want a sweet treat. That was Kelly Vogt reporting. And other businesses such as gas stations also carry Flyboy donuts. We still have a lot more stories to go through for Eye on KELOLAND Rewind. Still to come, we'll take you to the place that's changing lives on the Lake Traverse Reservation. Learn more when we come back after the break. You're watching Eye on KELOLAND Rewind. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Eye on KELOLAND Rewind. The Dakota Plains Transitional Living Centers on the Lake Traverse Reservation in northeast South Dakota have welcomed their first guest. Dan Santella sits down with the guest and his recovery coach to learn about how far he's come, their bond, and how he might continue to be an example for others.
Dustin Robertson Sr. is proud of himself, and as we learn his story, it's easy to see why he has good reason to feel this way.
Yeah, for the stuff I went through, yeah, pretty proud of myself.
I can't even explain how proud I am of this guy.
You may remember meeting him earlier this month when we did a story about this warming house in Sisseton.
Last year I froze my foot off, so I hurt my toes.
He is now the first guest at the Dakota Plains Transitional Living Centers.
This man has come a long ways. He has come a long ways. He has, just in the short time that I've been his recovery coach.
Do you feel like you've come a long ways?
Yeah, because I don't really trust people, and he's like probably him and another one I did.
Williams describes working with Robertson as rewarding.
When I first started with Dustin, it was kind of tough getting him to kind of come out of his shell. And since working with him, you know, he comes to more meetings. He opens up a lot more.
He was homeless, living not too far from here in a van for a while, you know. And now I think he's got a little over a year of sobriety, which is, it's a huge deal.
Mike Davies is on Dakota Plains Transitional Living Centers' board, for which Williams serves as vice president. Heavenly Pipe is on the board, too.
There's a saying where they say the opposite of addiction is connection. And so being connected is truly the secret that we have to get us through our deepest, our rock bottom. That's what's going to keep us moving forward, is continually staying connected.
Dakota Plains Transitional Living Centers offer a sober home for people like Robertson.
There's some things that this man has been through that I'll have to be honest, that probably would have broke me.
We work with all these different programs to get our clients to these meetings, to their appointments, whatever groups or classes that they have. So it's like we're working like a partnership with the tribe in a lot of different programs.
Curtis Bissonette, secretary for the Sisseton Wahpeton Oyate, shares his own story as an example of hope.
I was one of them people that thought I was too far gone in my alcoholism, and my message is it's never too late. It is never too late to turn your life around.
Robertson and Williams share a personal bond as they navigate their lives.
It's a friendship, a brotherhood thing that we have going on. It
helps me through a lot. So.
Just being those ears, being that person that showed them that I cared, helped open them up a little bit.
Williams and Robertson each belong to the Sisseton Wahpeton Oyate, and it's no coincidence that this facility sits on the tribe's land.
Our medicines that come from the land and the sky and the stars and where we are and where we're positioned here take care of us and help us in our healing. And so it was important for us to find a space on our reservation, on our land here.
Ron Goodsell, who helped found the nonprofit and serves as board president, mentored Williams. Now Williams is doing the same for Robertson.
I'm more than honored to help him with that because I too have been in some similar situations, not a whole lot of them, but in some situations that I too had to let my wall down and open up to somebody that I trusted, and that person was Ron.
Robertson has now achieved more than a year of sobriety, and maybe someday he'll mentor someone too.
Hopefully.
He'll get there. I'm sure of it.
Dan Scantella introduced us to the Dakota Plains Transitional Living Centers in a separate story. And that report and this one are combined in the same story with video for both on our website at KELOLAND.com. And so to come here for Eye on KELOLAND Rewind, some local health experts share a few tips on staying motivated when it comes to your New Year's resolutions. Learn more when we come back after the break. You're watching Eye on KELOLAND Rewind. And welcome back to Eye on KELOLAND Rewind. We are 1 month into 2026 and into keeping up with New Year's resolutions. Crazy to think about, right? But why do people make those goals in the first place? Sydney Hoyer hears from health experts on how to stay motivated and how to keep being successful.
The new year often brings new goals. Whether that's to eat healthier, travel more, or work out, New Year's resolutions have been around for longer than you may think. In 1985, KELOLAND News asked people in Sioux Falls about their resolutions.
Well, I make the same one every year to lose weight.
But New Year's resolutions date much farther back into history.
New Year's resolutions have been going on since before Christ, BC times. They were kind of a time when people looked at a new year, the change in the weather, the change in the stars, and decided to kind of take stock of themselves.
Fitness programs are just one industry that sees an influx of clients in January.
We definitely do see a drastic increase in January, but our goal is not to just get clients to join in January. It's obviously to retain them.
One thing that many people struggle with is choosing a goal that turns out to be too ambitious.
Plans work better if they have a specific goal in mind. Like, I want to do this, but then have plans working up to the goal.
Clients at Mega Strong Fitness have a wide range of abilities when it comes to working out, which calls for different goals depending on the person.
modifying for any type of person, whether it be we have 17-year-old old girls and guys all the way up to 60s and 70-year-old people. So
Even after breaking down a goal, it can still be easy to give up. That's why the Cools offer deals to reel clients back in.
We definitely run promotions all year long, but we try to do an even better job about giving people referral credit. So if they refer somebody to our program, they get $10 off.
Classes at Mega Strong Fitness are virtual, which makes it less nerve-wracking for beginners to show up.
people get to do it from home. They don't have to worry about other people watching them, and they can push themselves as hard as they need to.
And they get a trainer there, us, completely explaining form, explaining modifications.
Getting the motivation to go to a gym in cold January weather is another challenge that the Cools clients don't have to worry about.
We didn't have to go outside, start our vehicles, walk into a cold gym. We didn't have to do any of that. We just got to come out to our gym, or a lot of our clients go into their living room or their basement, and we got to do an effective workout.
January isn't the only time that you can start a new habit or goal. The beginning of the year has no effect on how successful that goal will be.
It's starting a race, so you have a start and then you have a finish line. And sometimes folks think in those kind of block thinkings, and so starting anew at a certain time. But I mean, when you actually start practicing new behaviors, new habits, that's when it starts.
And since it's only February, there is still plenty of time for New Year's resolutions to be successful or to fail. But that doesn't stop anyone from making a new goal every year.
Because hope springs eternal. You know, as humans, we always want to look that I can change things, I can make them better, things can get better. And that's a very hopeful, optimistic aspect of being a human being.
And that was Sydney Hoyer reporting. That story really has me looking back on, am I keeping up with my New Year's resolutions? I don't really think I have that many goals this year, but it's always good to have in mind, what do you want to keep up with for the entire year? And you know, it's never too late to start a new goal for 2026. Mega Strong Fitness is offering a deal for the month of February. You can find a link with more information under this story on KELOLAND.com. I'm bringing up that QR code again, so get ready, everybody. With this QR code, it will take you to our KELOLAND.com homepage. There, you can find this story by Sydney Hoyer and other stories that are developing with KELOLAND news, weather, sports, even Eye on KELOLAND stories. Again, there's that QR code that you can scan to take you to KELOLAND.com homepage. And that's all the time that we have today for Eye on KELOLAND Rewind. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, you can find all your Eye on KELOLAND stories right there at KELOLAND.com. We're here if you want to watch more Eye on KELOLAND Rewind. Until next time, have a great day, everyone.